Hello everyone. Hello. I'm Thomas Monjalon from NVIDIA and I'm in charge of opening this summit in Bangkok. I'm really excited to be here in Bangkok. Wow, first time here. Now we do summit everywhere. That's nice. So first of all, I want to thank everybody here, everybody attending, speaking. I want to thank the program committee who prepared this conference, and of course the great organizers here and remotely. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that's very important to in the project. The most important is who is doing it, the people, us. This is what I'm going to talk about. And you need to know that we are looking for nice story from the community, from you, especially Ben Thomas. I don't know if you know him. Ben Thomas is working for the Linux Foundation. He has a marketing responsibility. He's the one putting new stuff on the website, etc., blog post. And maybe you see it in newsletter, etc. We are publishing stories of people, of us. So if you have good stories, if you know people we should know more about, etc., please tell him to me, to anybody here, and we will do some interviews. You know, we are the most important things in the project. People is the center of the project. So working on it. So now let's talk about few details. So you have a badge around your neck. You can turn it back. You'll see that there is a link to the schedule here, even a QR code for the 2 days. And you should see the presentation in advance on the schedule website for some talks. If you are a speaker, please think about uploading your slides in PDF format on this website, sked.com. So it will help people to better follow, especially for those who are watching on YouTube remotely. Thank you in advance. And on this badge, you have also your Wi-Fi access code. Okay. Another thing, practice. Time to eat. No. Please stay here. Not yet. We are going to talk to a few talks before the first break. But then the break will be just here after the room. And for the lunch, we'll go on the next floor, one floor above. This is where there is a swimming pool. Yeah, just a comment for those who are watching on YouTube. There is a swimming pool here. And for this evening, we are going in a restaurant. It's not exactly here, but it should be quite close. It's called Medini Restaurant. So I propose we all go together walking to this restaurant. 6 p.m. Last thing for organization, there is a code of conduct in this event. Nothing special. Just let's be welcoming everybody, respect, etc. And if you see any problem, please go to the event team who are on the desk in the entrance. Okay, don't hesitate to ask her for anything. So yes, we have a code of conduct. That's something new, not new, but that's something which appeared with the Linux Foundation when the project joined the Linux Foundation. That's already a great journey with the Linux Foundation, but it's all started even before that. If some of you can remember, the inception of the project was in 2010. It means 14 years ago already. It's already quite an old project. Inception was done by Venki. We always think about him in Intel, with some few key people like Olivier, Bruce, Anatoly, who most of them are still working on the project. And later, like 3 years ago, with the help of my CTO, Vincent, we created the website dpdk.org. That's how the community started to grow. And that's quite later that we joined the Linux Foundation. And that's very helpful because they can offer many professional services. I will talk more about it later. Yeah, it helps to close the circle to have a real complete project. Here, in the back of the room, we can say hello to Nathan. Hello, Nathan. Thank you for being there. He is our program manager, but most of you already know him. Yeah, and now 2024, we are still there and not still there. There are more and more people joining us, more and more companies investing in the project. That's very nice to see. Yeah, this year we had something quite satisfying. Realtek, a famous networking company, is trying to upstream that driver to DPDK. I mean, to me that's quite exciting because Realtek is so old hardware. It was existing in Linux kernel for maybe 20 years or 30, or I don't even know. Now we are getting them in DPDK. It means, wow, every networking hardware are now supported in DPDK. Great news. And many more companies. So I have to thank my company NVIDIA. They are supporting me, others, and Ali, if you know him, Ali Al-Nubani, is an employee in NVIDIA, and he's the one behind the servers of dpdk.org. He keeps maintaining them, all the services, Patchwork, Bugzilla, emails, etc. If you have any issue, you can contact him on Slack. He's very available. Thanks to him again. And all the companies with the biggest contributors, Intel, Marvell, Red Hat, Huawei, Microsoft, ARM, AMD, Corigin, etc. So many. And every month there is a new company joining the project. That's very nice to see. Very nice. Oh, and you know, it's not only about companies. We have some individuals, scholars, students, even, well, nice example, Steven. Many people know Steven Heminger, an American guy who started working on DPDK from the early days. He was known, very famous also in the Linux kernel community, to be the maintainer of networking tooling. He moved to different company, even to Microsoft. Now he's retired, and he still works for DPDK. Nice example, very nice example. So yes, I want to say that many people are contributing. That's the heart of the project. You can ask why we are contributing. First, most of us are employed by some companies, and they see some fruit by investing in DPDK. They see it, but at the end, it's all about us, the individuals who are doing contribution. So I want to call again for more contribution, more involvement. Like, if you're already working on something and you think there is a benefit for DPDK, don't hesitate. If you have some ideas, or I think most of the time, you have a need. If you have a need, you would like to see it in DPDK, do it. It's welcome. If you see something which could be better, don't hesitate. Do better, propose, you are welcome. If you are an expert, become a maintainer of what where is your expertise. If you are a code master, become a maintainer. If you want to be a maintainer, be it, ask for it. You are more than welcome. We are always welcoming new maintainers. Okay? Maybe you are asking, okay, I want to contribute more, new stuff. Where are we going to go? So it was discussed recently this year with the governing board, technical board, where we would like to go. And there were a few ideas raised. First one is that we should have a better focus on public cloud. like do more testing, see if we have some gaps, if everything is working on the most famous public clouds, etc. This is where most of our users are now. Probably we should work also more on security. It's becoming more and more critical to accelerate security protocols. So let's work more on it. And there are new security protocols every year. So a lot of work here. And last idea is this new thing that everybody is talking about, AI. So how are we part of this revolution on the networking side or any other things that we can contribute? So we are always welcome for all these ideas. Let's talk about what we are doing, open source. I know that for a lot of people, they say, okay, I would like to contribute. I'm working on something. I did it maybe already. I have something ready, but really upstreaming, publishing in open source is more work. And you know what? That's true. That's true. It looks to be more work at first. Why? Because we need to give the keys to the users. We cannot just throw some code and let it go. No, if we want to send something upstream, we want our user to be able to understand it, to use it. And to do that, we need to explain everything. If you are doing some code, private code, or in your company, etc., maybe you don't have to do all this effort. Why? Because if some users, some customers have some issues, they will just call you. At the end, it will be a lot of effort during the years, the next years. You need to be there to reply to anybody who wants to use your code. But in open source, that's not how it works. In open source, you do the documentation work first, and hopefully later you have less work. So it's just more work at the beginning, and later it's easier for everybody. So all of that to say that we need to put effort on documentation. This is what makes open source so powerful, because everything is understandable. And that's something which is well understood in the project. That's why with the Linux Foundation, we funded an effort to improve our documentation. We have someone this year, very nice. Her name is Nandini Persad. She is a technical writer. Don't hesitate to contact her if you have any need. If you are working on the documentation yourself and you need some help for writing it, you can call her. She's available. If you think an existing documentation is not good enough, you can ask her for some advice. Okay? We are already working with her on few documentation. You will see some results in the coming weeks and months. She's on the DPDK Slacks, as Nathan is saying. Yes. Yeah, contribute again. We contribute, that's our effort now, and we build our future. You know, when you put something in upstream, it will remain forever. If your company has an interest now and maybe they lose interest, they change their focus, etc., what you did today was done forever. Okay, it will benefit for everybody. And I want to talk about something else. There is another benefit in working in this community. Sometimes, especially recently in these years, we see that some companies have some difficulties, etc. We can see some layoff. And I can tell you, when you lose your job in your company, but you are part of this community, I can tell you, everybody in the community is helping to find a new job. No joke, it's really happening for the past few years. I can tell you a lot of people already here experience different companies. Okay, we are all moving around, but always stay around. So, in short, I hope you understand what I said. This is DPDK, our project, but most important, we are the community. We work together. Thank you.